Hi everybody. As you know, I collect the Total Tarot. So this is like a subscription. You get 2 magazines a month through the post, and then you get a full deck. So today I got issues 58 and 59, which I've got the Romantic Tarot in it. So I'm just going to quickly run through the cards with you. As you can see, it's Los Caribou. If that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure, but anyway, so that is just, there's the back of the cards. So pretty. If you hear any squeaking in the background, I do have guinea pigs where I record, so hey, such is life. So here we have the dandy, or the fool here. Right, and then we have got the Fool, which is the illusionist. Now, not the Fool, the magician. What am I talking about? We've just had the Fool, who is the dandy. So now we've got the illusionist. You know, how I always think sometimes the magician is portrayed to be, it's all smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. So next we have the High Priestess, which is the grand lady. You know, secret fuel from the fire, from under the ashes. Ooh. She's kind of like in this deck anyway, she's making me feel she's like the female equivalent of the magician, but just in this deck, not necessarily. There we have the Empress, the Lady of the Ring, that they've got in the description, which reminds me of Cinderella. You know, running away, leaving her shoe up here somewhere. But that's just what that reminds me of. And next we have the Emperor. Oops, my cards have slipped down. The Emperor here, who is the gentleman. You know, strutting his stuff. The cards are slipping down my desk. They're so slidey. And next we have the Hierophant, which is the Prince of Faith. These wee flowers up there. These people underneath them. Next we've got the Lovers, which is called, well, they've got in the book, it's called the Embrace. Now remember, with the Lovers card, I don't always see it as lovey-dovey, but in this one is definitely giving me the whole lovey-dovey vibes. Then we've got the Chariot there. The bulls with their stuff on them. Then we have got Justice here instead of Strength. So they've turned these ones round. So 8 and 11, I'm sure it is. Yeah, 8 and 11 around the other way. So Justice. It's all about balance. Like how she's got a top hat in there. And here we have the Hermit working on his own. But what is he working on? Who knows? The Wheel is that they've called it the Departure in this one. Can kind of see why. It's kind of like this is the end. Nowhere else to go. Now we've got Strength here. They've got futile efforts in this one. Well, it does look a bit heavy for one person to move, doesn't it? Might need to call in the rest. The Hanged Man. You know, the trials and tribulations of love. Seen it as the Romantic Tarot. You often see people putting padlocks on fences and things just to show their love out in the world. And here we have Death, which is undying love. But as you can see through this deck, it's all lovey-doveys. And we've got Temperance. They've put the Chalice. The art of knowing how to adapt is always useful in love, which is very, very true. The Devil is the stripper. Dun, dun, dun. And even the most sincere happiness, there is always something perverse, it says. Dear me. Then we have the Tower, which is the collapse. When your heart soars quickly on a high, then you know what you are risking. What are you going to risk? Risk it for a biscuit. Then we have the Star, or they've called it the Shining Star. No one is alone when the stars are shining. I like that. No one is alone when the stars are shining. The moon is the secret kiss, tender and cruel in that fantasy that dips the tips of the arrows into poison of illusion. Here we have the sun, which is the hour of truth. The time has come to face the truth. And here we have judgment. It's beyond the threshold. It's time to decide either the mind or the heart, if the mind or the heart will win. All about stepping up. And the world, they've entitled it Union. The veil falls. The veils fall even. Excuse me. The truth is revealed. It's a long, long road to get to there. And here we have the cups. Right, so I'm just going to read you what it says in the book for cups. So they've based the cups, the pentacles, the wands and the swords around cities of love. So the cups is Venice. So for the ace, we've got the baptismal font. Then we have the toast. Then 3 is the house of love. Now this always puts me in mind of, yeah, that kind of house of love. Then we've got the betrothed. The Venetian quarrels, wine and beautiful woman, kissing the hand, 8 is waiting, 9 is the lovebirds, 10 is serenity. The page here is a slave of love. The knight is holding your cups up high. The queen is the lady of the dance. And the king is the Moor of Venice. Okay, so next we have got Pentacles, which is Rome. So here we have the copper coin, the innocent games, 3 is the wanderer, something powerful governs its thoughts. 4 we have the shepherdess among the goats. 5 we've got the harlot. Oh dear. 6 we've got the painter. 7 is the secret rendezvous. 8 we've got gallantry. 9 is light and shadows. 10 is the amorous trap. Solid trap. Page is the amorous wayfarer. He's trying to get you in with his song. Knight is the officer and a gentleman. The queen is the big pot. And the king is the solitary aristocrat, even not cat. Right, and we move on to wands, which is Paris. So we've got the walking stick, love at the opera. Then we have the queen bee, the can. This isn't right. Right, we're going to turn these ones round the other way because the book's got them printed in the wrong fashion. So this is a marriage of interests. 5's actually the can. 6 is the gift. Some mad printing error. 7 is a meeting at the station. 8 is the amorous awakening. 9 is a peek at a hidden kiss. 10 you've got at Port Dauphine. That's how you pronounce it. Page is the man watching. The knight is the gallant rider. The queen is the proprietor of the house of pleasure. Oh dear. And the king is the great actor. So yeah, you can see where we're going with these ones. Swords is Vienna. So we've got the cut rose, the sheath. Here at the centre is the great desire. Here we have the fixed jewel. It's quite sad. Then we've got the Vienna waltz. Then Swan Lake. Then Sonata for 4 hands. It says, don't be afraid of a kiss. It is not a bee that stings but leads to hives of honey. Kind of honey. 7 we have got the courtesan. 8 here in the Capuchin in the crypt. If that's how you pronounce that word. But anyway, 9, we've got the Hall of Mirrors. 10 is goodbye. The page is a slave of love. The knight is the champion and his reward, you know, like when they used to do the old-fashioned jousting for the lady's handkerchief. In this case, he's got the feather. The queen is just on the throne of swords. Wicked is the flame that swallows up the other flame. It's quite good for that one. It still reminds me of Cersei Lannister sitting on the swords. And the king is a man of honour. It says, even a broken sword can wound. The heart is reborn, free and pure. So, yeah. So there we have it. That is the Romantic Tarot from Los Garibos in Total Tarot.